Welcome to Her Money Revolution. I'm your host, Angela Brooks, your guide on this journey to becoming a wealthy woman. As a certified financial planner, owner, and advisor at Family Capital Management, I'm on a mission to simplify the conversation around investing and to help women generate more wealth by making their money work for them. Join me as we navigate powerful financial planning strategies to help you achieve your personal and professional goals. This podcast is your go-to destination for no fluff, easy to implement financial and investing advice. If you are ready to achieve audacious financial goals, dream beyond boundaries, and generate massive wealth for you and your family, this podcast is for you. Grab a notebook. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to Her Money Revolution, the podcast where we empower women to grow their wealth by making their money work for them. I'm your host, Angela Brooks, and today we're going to do something maybe a little bit different, but I think it's going to hit home for so many of you. So over the last weekend, my family and I cleaned out our garage. It's always so fun to manage cleaning the garage and 3 little kids, and you and your husband, or me and my husband at least, don't always see eye to eye on what we should do. But needless to say, it was a beautiful weekend and we definitely felt accomplished and great after looking at a clean garage. But if you're anything like me, you know it's not just a quick tidy up. It's the full process. So we pull everything out. We brought the summer gear forward, like our bikes and sports equipment, and then all the things that we're about to use. We bring that all forward. And then we packed away our winter stuff, the boots and the skis and the snow skis and sleds. We put that all away. And this is maybe my favorite part. We got rid of things that we just don't use anymore. We trashed a lot of it or we donate some, but we simply don't need it to take real estate in our garage when we're not using it. And as I was doing this, I had a moment where I thought, this is exactly what we need to be doing with our finances right now, this spring cleaning. Because we're coming out of tax season, we're stepping into a new season, and it's spring, and the birds are singing, and everything feels good. We should be doing this in our finances as well. But most people just move on. Or they're like me, and they're focusing on their garage, and they're focusing on baseball or whatever they have going on, and they're not paying attention to their actual finances. But the women that I work with, the woman that I want you to become, we don't just move forward. We don't just move on without resetting, without realigning. And I want you to move forward with intentionality. So today I'm walking you through your financial spring cleaning. This isn't about budgeting or, restrictions, but we're going to bring our A game and reset and build on these 3 things. Our A game: awareness, alignment, and action. And we're going to break it down into 4 simple categories: what to throw away, what to pack away, what to bring forward, and what to organize. So number 1, what to throw away. Let's start with the clutter, because clutter in your finances creates confusion, and confusion keeps you stuck. So what needs to go? Ask yourself that question. Look in your finances. What are the things that are stressing you out? What are the things that you're wanting to avoid? What needs to go? Is it subscriptions that you don't use anymore? Accounts that you don't understand? Maybe you need to consolidate, set an appointment with your financial advisor and ask for clarification around the different accounts that you have and why. Maybe you need to review or update or get rid of some spending habits that don't align with who you are anymore. It used to, but not anymore. And I want to go deeper here. You need to throw away the financial shame. This is why I called it Her Money Revolution, because I wanted to start a revolution. And it stems in this, that women have so much financial shame for no reason. There's reasons, but it doesn't have to be there. So I want us to throw it away. And if you have to literally pretend to take something out of your mind and throw it in the trash, do that. Because the guilt about past mistakes, the I should have started sooner, or the I messed this up, I don't even know how to recover. All of those negative thoughts, it's not even true. Maybe they were at a time, maybe they never were. It's just something that think about, so it just started feeling like shame when you did start thinking about it later in life. But you cannot build wealth while carrying shame. We're not bringing that into this next season. So that is something that we're going to, number one, throw away. Number two, what to pack away. So we pack away what doesn't belong in this season. And this is important because not everything is bad. Not everything needs to get thrown away, but maybe just packed away for the season that we're in today, right? So some things that just don't fit anymore. Let me give you a real life example. So because I see this all the time or very often with women that I work with, maybe it's a real life example of an old goal that you set 5 years ago and you're still focused on it, but it doesn't really bring you joy or passion anymore. Maybe it's just not for this season. It doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. It's just not in this season. So pack it away. Maybe it's a goal of aggressively paying off your house early, but now your priorities have shifted and you actually want more flexibility. You want to travel, or you want to do more fun things with your family. So rather than paying extra to your mortgage, which has a really nice interest rate, you go take that trip. So put that goal of paying down your house, pack it away. You can pick it back up in a couple of years. Doesn't mean it's a wrong goal, but maybe it's just not for right now. That goal isn't wrong. It just might not match the life that you're building right now or one that you're building at all anymore. Maybe it's a strategy that made sense when money felt tight or you needed to be a little bit more frugal on how you spent and how you invested. You were holding a lot of cash. You were playing it safe, not taking on risks. But now you're earning more money. You're stable. You're ready to grow. And that same safe strategy is actually holding you back. Maybe it's money sitting in accounts with no purpose, like an old 401k, just randomly with an old employer. Random investment accounts that I know they're there, I just haven't paid attention to them. Or savings accounts that just exist. And you keep getting if you're taking Social Security, I met with a client last week and she's like, every month or every week I get a Social Security check and it just keeps building and building and building. And now my savings account is quite large and I don't know what to do with it. It's just doing nothing. There's no plan. There's no intention. There's no direction. And I want you to hear this clearly. Unassigned money creates unintentional outcomes. So what are we doing? If your money doesn't have a job, it's not working for you. And I want your money working for you. Or this one hits maybe a little bit deeper. Maybe it's a version of you that you've outgrown financially. You're still making decisions from a place of fear when you're no longer in a place of scarcity. You're still thinking about, gosh, I shouldn't spend this. Or I'm just not ready to do that yet because I don't know. What if I lose my job? Or what if the stock market crashes? Or what if? When in reality, that scarcity mindset is holding you back. Or maybe you were hurt in the past. Maybe you were lied to by your financial advisor in the past. Maybe somebody stole money from you. And so you don't trust. And so because you don't trust, you're just sitting on your cash. And you're afraid to tell anybody because you don't trust. Because one person in your life, maybe two, maybe three, led you wrong or straight up outdid you wrong, right? They completely stole or lied to you. I have clients that this has happened to. And now they don't want to trust anybody. Yet they're doing amazing. They're in a great financial situation. And they should hold their head up high and begin to trust again. But they're stuck in a scarcity mindset and they're afraid. And this is what happens for so many women. You've evolved, but your money hasn't caught up yet. Your income has grown. Your mindset has grown. Your vision has grown, but your financial structure is still living in your old life. And maybe it's because you were hurt in the past and you don't trust, or maybe it's just because of age, right? When you were a teenager, you thought about money differently. You handled your money differently. But now you're in your early 40s, and you're like, man, my income's different. My life vision's different. My dreams are happening, but yet my mindset around money is stuck. It's the old life that it's stuck in. Maybe it's a belief that you've been holding on to that doesn't actually serve you anymore. I was talking with a friend just the other day. She's an incredible businesswoman, and there's so much demand in her business that she's ready to expand. And she said to me, I'm just like grinding right now. I'm working nonstop, so hard, trying to save enough cash to buy a new building. And I was like, well, why are you paying cash? Like, have you thought about taking out a business loan? And she's like, no, I don't, you know me, I don't need debt. And she pulled back. It's like, no, the thought of taking on debt scares her. But what we talked through was this: the thought of giving up precious years with your kids that are young, missing time, missing games, missing field trips, adding stress into your life, adding stress into your marriage, grinding nonstop just to avoid taking on debt. And mind you, I have a whole nother episode on this. There's a difference between good debt and bad debt. This is a good debt to leverage, to grow a business. But that grinding and adding stress, that should scare her more. And I think it did. I think she walked away. That was just a couple weeks ago, so I don't know where we're at with that yet. But it was a whole different mindset for her. And this is what I mean by packing things away. Because for her, it's not just about building. It's about packing away the belief that debt is always bad. That belief may have served her at one point in her life. It may have protected her. But in this next season, it isn't protecting her. It's actually, or it might actually be, the very thing that is holding her back. And I see it all the time. Women who are making decisions from a place of fear instead of making decisions from a place of alignment and strategy, because not all debt is bad. Used wisely, debt is an amazing tool to create opportunity and to buy back your time to grow faster than you could have ever done on your own. I have a whole other episode on that. So again, we come back to the question, does this serve the life that I am building? Or is this something I need to lovingly, confidently pack away? So pause and ask yourself that thing that you're thinking right now, does that still serve the life that you are building? Not the life that you had, not the life that you thought you would have, but the life that you're intentionally creating right now as you're driving in your car or as you're sipping your coffee on your couch. And if the answer is no, pack it away. No guilt, no overthinking. Stop overthinking. Just pack it away. You're only looking for clarity because we're not getting rid of everything. We're just packing it away for another season. We're just making room for what actually belongs in this season and the next season of your life. Okay? Number 3, what to bring forward. Now, this is the fun part. This is your summer setup. I love summer. I love spring. This is where we intentionally decide what comes with us into this next season of our financial life. Because here's the truth. You don't accidentally build wealth. Okay? Most of us. You bring the right things forward on purpose. So what are you bringing forward? Clarity, hopefully, not 10 heavy goals, not overwhelm, just a few clear priorities for the next 6, maybe 12 months. So let me give you a couple of examples. Maybe it's increasing your investing. IRA minimums went up. Your monthly contributions should go up as well. Or maybe you are thinking about paying off a specific debt. Okay, the smallest one first or the highest interest rate one first. Great. Building up your emergency fund, or finally feeling in control of your money because you're reviewing it. You're looking at your spending plan and you're being intentional about the decisions that you're making around money, because clarity creates focus and focus creates progress. And I know you can do it. So you do that, and then next you bring forward systems. And I've talked about this as well. Willpower is the worst financial strategy. It might work for a minute, but it doesn't build consistency, and it's exhausting. But when you have systems, that's what make your money work for you in the background. You don't have to think about it. It's automatic, right? Automatic investing, automatic savings, automatic transfers, automatic wealth building. So you're not constantly thinking about it and starting over every single month. Okay, that doesn't mean that you don't look at it, but you don't have to think about it. That's that decision fatigue. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to do this again. No, automate. And then this is a big one too, just considering the season we just came from. You bring forward what we just learned from this past tax season. Okay, don't just move forward. Don't just think like, oh, dang, well, I had to pay a little bit more than I was expecting. Whatever. Well, hey, summer vacation's coming. Let's focus on that. No, I don't want you to rush past that, right? I want you to pause and ask, did I get a refund and why? Did I owe money and why? Do I feel confident or completely confused? And I just let my tax preparer handle it all for me, which is fine too, but understand what happened, right? Because your tax return is not just paperwork. It's not just filing it with the IRS. It's feedback. It's showing you how your money is currently structured. And instead of ignoring it, use it, right? Look at your tax return, understand it, adjust your withholdings. We maximize the accounts that we should be using to help us with our taxes. We start making more intentional tax-aware decisions. Ask your financial advisor to review your tax return and make sure nothing was missed or done wrong. I promise you, it's your tax or your financial advisor, hopefully they're a CFP, they should be doing this for you, right? I had a great client, works with a great CPA, but that CPA didn't catch that an IRA distribution reported on his 1099 was actually a 60-day rollover. And as a result, it was treated as taxable income, even though the funds were put back into the IRA. If this had gone unnoticed, my client would have essentially paid taxes twice on that same money. I asked for his tax return. I review the tax return and flagged the issue. Like, this is done wrong. And we worked with the CPA together, he and I, and the CPA amended it. And the result, he was refunded close to $7,000. That's a big deal, you guys. It's a big deal and a great reminder that even small details can have a significant financial impact. Okay? And finally, we bring forward alignment. This is where your money starts to match your life, where you're not just making good financial decisions, you're making the right financial decisions. And those right financial decisions become easy. That's just what we do, like brushing our teeth, spending on what matters to you. They're aligned with your values. You're saving money with purpose, and you're investing with purpose and with confidence. Because this next season is not about doing more. It's about doing what actually moves you forward. Okay, and number 4, what to organize. Now let's talk about what to organize, because this is where clarity really happens. And clarity is what creates confidence, right? So this is where you consolidate your accounts, update your beneficiaries, review your investments, review, modify, update your spending plan. It may have served you 5 years ago, but do you need to make some changes today? Maybe you set up or refine your automations. If you've been listening to me for a while, I hope that you have things automated in your life, but maybe we need to update those and review them. And here's a simple test that I want you to use. Can you explain your money in 5 minutes? Think about it. Can you explain your money in 5 minutes? If not, it's too complicated. And complicated money leads to inaction, right? And inaction leads to stress. We want simple. We want clear. We want to be intentional. And I know getting there should require doing hard things, right? You can't just wake up one day and things are simple and clear and you're spending with intentionality. No, it's going to take some discipline. It's going to take doing those hard things. But you can do hard things. You're here. You're listening to this right now. You didn't get to where you are today by taking the easy road. So you can do hard things. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. And as you're doing this reset, I want to bring you back to something that I believe so deeply in. I'm a changed life. This is the life that I'm living. And it's build, believe, and bless. And my word this year is push. So I'd also say push. But we build by creating systems and structure. I love systems. That's how you build. We believe by letting go of guilt, letting go of past hurts, letting go of scarcity, and stepping into your power, stepping into confidence. And we bless others by aligning our money with what truly matters. And when I say that, it means something different for everybody. But if you don't have that in your life, and it doesn't mean giving money away necessarily, for some, yes. But when you bless by aligning your money with what really, really matters to you, you change the lives of people around you. Because this isn't just about numbers. It's about how you live. It's about how you lead your family. It's about what your kids get to see in you. And it's about the legacy that you create. I said it to my son this morning, you're designing your life. Every choice that you make designs your life. Not my life, but yours. I was asking him to eat scrambled eggs and he wanted to have Lucky Charms. And I said, well, it's your choice. And every choice you make, your son lives a life of all those choices. So eat a bunch of sugar or eat protein. It's going to make you strong and healthy. But I digress with that. I should have another podcast on parenting. But the same goes with your finances, right? Yeah, what would I rather do? Fun. I want to take this trip. Well, I'm hundreds of $1,000s in debt. Maybe you can't do that yet. But it's your choice. And the choices that you make are creating the life. You're designing them, the life with God, obviously. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, I need to do this, but where do I start? I've got you. I got you, girl. I created a simple, my notes of everything I just went through, a simple spring financial reset checklist. And it's just a 1 page. Actually, I think it's 2. It's a guide to walk you through exactly what to cancel, what to review, what to update, what to organize. I have a summary of this episode. And you can grab that in the show notes. You can go to my website under the resource page and find it there. But just take action. Just like your home feels lighter after a good clean, my garage looks amazing, your finances will too. And when your money is clear, aligned, and intentional, you don't just feel better, you move forward faster. You make more impact on your life and on your loved ones. Thank you for being here, for doing this work, and for choosing to build a life and a legacy that you truly love. Until next time, keep building, keep believing, keep pushing, and keep blessing others. I'll see you next time on Her Money Revolution. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you are feeling more empowered in your financial journey. Remember, follow and subscribe to Her Money Revolution on your favorite podcast platform, and share your feedback by leaving a review. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Until next time, stay inspired.